Uh-oh. Hey guys, it's Jonathan Sewell at Bondy's Enterprise Toyota. I know it's been a while since I've jumped on a live video. I appreciate you joining me today, and I want to talk about skills. Actually, I've been talking about skills all week if you followed any of my channels. And skills are very important in our business here, very important in the car business. It's one of those things that you have to master. Those skills is the key. And that's what I really want to talk about, really want to focus on, is that when you identify these skills that maybe you're lacking in, or maybe the ones that you see or witness other people that will help you achieve your desired success, that's really key. Number one, you have to identify those skills. Now, I know that sometimes those skills, we can be a little bit calloused up here and think that we maybe don't need to focus on certain things. And I appreciate the alpha dog and my lovely Nicole jumping in here and watching. But when you think that you don't need to learn, don't need to continue education, that's your first mistake. So I've been in this business for a long time, for this business, over a decade, and there's skills that I can identify every day that I need to learn. I've got a toolbox with me of all the skills that I've mastered, but it's important that I focus on the skills that will give me my desired level of success. And over my career in this business, what I view as success has changed, whether it's monetary goals, unit goals, store goals now. It's all important to focus on the skills that will continually help you grow, achieve more, and get better. And so that's what I've been talking about all week. For example, if on Monday you identify a new skill, then you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on a day like today, Friday, you've put all this focus on that new skill to learn. You've studied it, you've learned it, you've practiced it, you've drilled, you've rehearsed. Welcome, the fist pump guy. Hello, fist pump guy. And in 5 days, you can master that skill. So you identified a new skill that you need. In 5 days, you should, or maybe even less than that, depending on what the skill is. Today in our sales meeting, I brought up a skill that maybe some was new to some people. Filling out a handwritten buyer's order. We've got an event coming up in a couple of weeks where we're going to be off site and split up, and maybe there won't be as good internet connection for us to use our CRM or use computers that we're accustomed to. So it's important that we have that skill. It was new for some people, and it was a refresher for the rest of us, right? And so you have to take each skill, you have to identify those skills that help. I had a conversation just a few minutes ago with a salesperson talking about his personal production and how he can do better. And that's what I suggested to him. Say, hey, before you can identify what training you need, you have to see where your weak points are. What tools you need. And then you can train, then you can practice, then you can drill and rehearse. So today I'm talking about skills. Those of you that just joined us, I appreciate you watching today. Tried to dress up my live with the little frame at the bottom. This is Jonathan Sewell's Midday Minutes. To summarize real quick, talking about skills, the first thing is you identify a skill, then you practice it, study it, drill it, rehearse, you learn that skill. And then the third thing is you master that skill, however long it takes, whether it's 2 days, 2 hours, 3 days, 5 days. Let's just say that it's a skill that takes 5 days. If you chose a new skill every week, Monday you picked one, by Friday you mastered it, 5 days later, that's 50 new skills a year that you can put in your toolbox and have. So think about this. Whatever business you're in, whatever area of life you find yourself, there are skills that are necessary to improve your situation identify those skills, do what's necessary to learn those skills, master them, and then they'll always be there for you. Again, this is Jonathan Sewell Sells in the Midday Minutes. Needed to watch out before I stepped off in front of traffic here. Thank you for joining me. It's a little bit warm, a little bit breezy. I'm gonna have to start putting on a little more sunscreen for these Midday Minutes. Again, I've been away from this for a while. I plan on jumping back in 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So stay tuned. I'll try to give you a heads up in my story to check it out at what time. Usually I'll try to do noon because that's the midday. But this is where passion and purpose collide to solve problems. You're welcome, Mr. Pollard. Can I borrow your sunscreen? I'm gonna have some for sure in a couple of weeks. But Jonathan Sewell Sells at Bondy's Enterprise Toyota. Please comment below with a new skill that you need to learn. And of course, if you need any suggestions or help on how to master that, I'll be more than willing to chip in. But comment below a skill that you need to learn, and hopefully you can identify it easily and then learn it, master it. Thanks for joining me today.